everything, anything goes. It's Saturday. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please?
I'm your doctor.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Jimmy. I'm calling from Mechanicsville in Maryland.
Yes, Jimmy. What's in your contribution today, sir?
Yes, but thank you for a great week. There's so much to chew on. And God bless you. You don't do so much. The one part I like by you see is that we the advice we say, make we be for stressless. You know what I mean? Because we take so much in heart and see regular color, they kind of frustrated. And God, they repeat themselves too much. I go advice for less some of them, they call 2 or 3 times a week. It go good for the health, okay? The way that country is set up, with all the issues, for example, electricity, transportation, the bridge, I say everybody can come up with how much it costs or how long it will last or whatever. Which another year in a repair. If you can't make a year in say you know for the computer, well, if you want land, you go for land from the wise man. San Francisco Bridge, New York Tunnel, George Washington Bridge, the bridge of Maryland for go Eastern Shore. Then they work there 24/7, 365. Okay? So for buy the bridge line cheap, and for take care of them, especially a floating bridge, when you get other things for the kind of tough. Also, we have to realize the president man them. They have to realize that they will criticize them if they don't do good, and then go, praise them if they do good. The president is at the head of the team. And in team where he employed, now there are the weakest link between the president and the people. Okay? The people that want to see higher are knowledgeable people then, okay? They learn a class, but practically they're not good. Political opposition, a part-time job. Obama can do 8 years. By the time I arrived with the West, they said, why you White House 3 years London. So now the guy are all nervous down there, a good guy there, but they're not able to do the job. So when they criticize them, they kind of like, force their way through. There was a classic movie called The Godfather. One of the quotes from The Godfather was, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. In this case, this party don't get enemy, now the critics they get. But if they listen to the critics them positively, they will learn from them. Well, what they learn from when it's mistake. Let me know when I run out of time, okay? So again, now that so me see how will they go, because if we not do that, we will get problem. The electricity, they're going to go tiff. There's no problem. If the infrastructure not there, like how Mr. Tony say, it not go work. You camp on the bridge at the same time, you camp on transportation. We're not transportation business, we depend. The government will run the transportation business. So you hand over to contractor them. About 60% of the employees in American government right now. Contractor. So you know they got all the benefits with the government people they get. Okay, so we all know the road. In fact, recently the president, what you call him? Donald Trump, last month say when the government they hire, then we let for begin to look at the PhD guy then look at undergraduate guy the way we do the job practically when they do the interview. It's not because it worked. But some of the PhD guys they don't even know what they do. Okay, so now me on joint Sunday, and again, praise you, the doctor, all the other contributors, the people who they contribute to really enjoy. They've been a long time listener, first time caller, and God bless you all. Bye.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's call ID live on here. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Yeah, the Sika. I'm calling from the Middle East.
Yeah, the Sika. What's in a contribution?
People have a contribution which I want to take on this weekend, today, this Saturday, is about the way and manner how we Sierra Leone they portray ourselves towards that country. People in the social media soon, they don't sit down, meet some of we call it the old work now, we some man they talk see these particular things. For example, say these particular things. If you go to me no more, or if you go to me way, this world the puella, all man they forfeit. Well, that same thing then they happen on that country. So, for example, so the day when we see that video, people to be frank with you, when I see that video, we said in chapter lady, when you listen the the language where they talk like similar to we Creole. So I believe that moment. Immediately I believe. I said, Sarele already to this speak. When I came at the old person because of knowing a certain political party or because you oppose and cut the neck chap and so. At Timap first one I looked at video that Timap complete 2 days I be keep silence. After that 2 days the end of the following days, now I got to understand say now from Cameroon this thing happened. Simply, Lord us imagine. Like other thing they be happen so with a bunch of illiterate they all get to that country. They say take to the streets. They go meet Southeastern and they go to live that the north. They go begin to brutally kill them. Now also for be done daily like it today. Then this same person by the name of Ibrahim Fofana is not able to come for apologize at the media or talk to people then for apologizing and mistake. If they get news no more, they verify the news. You take a post stand at the media and make some kind of awkward statement towards the video. This is absolutely wrong. Then come back to it at the talk. This they show you what the kind people them where one go hold position of that country day. If we not change our mindset in that country day, AAA, now suffer for nothing. All this struggle for nothing. But one thing I know, we know they give up. Because we not get two salon and one get salon get. And we not go give up, we not go relent, and God not go make we give up. God will make we stand against anybody where they against the peace and tranquility of that country day. Because look, them kind of people they want to hold position. They want to be a politician, they want to be leader in that country day. You team up, cheap propaganda this. Take video and other things from other country, post them, saying that inside our country happen. It don't happen to other what I don't understand to some other people there where the people are not so relevant, everything. But like you they talk out in the media, don't stop you from one political party and other way. There's some people that find you are relevant. Some people find you are not relevant. But some people and beaucoup people and plenty of people are not listening to you. They go rack like a rack so. Like when they take all granny, they get a lot for two. We're not going to say no, go to so Iraq at the media. This is absolutely wrong. Then when they come back to a politician, me I ask them, dear, I beg, if you know say you're not able for deliver, or you know say you're not able for can work for the people in the country, they are beg take the exit door. But when you look around at the world, I rest my case. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Jessica. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, caller, are you live on here? Your name and where you call from, please?
Yes, this is Ezekiel. I call from Oregon.
Yes, Ezekiel,
you
get the platform. What's your contribution, sir?
Thank you so much, AAA. I just want for buttress waiting the last caller be say, and at the same time we've been get some calls, discussion about registration of phone during the week. I want to talk on that a little bit. They try for call back, obviously. You wanna be see me number and say no, this call have been done call before. But anyway, the idea of the digital age, obviously, it therefore cause a lot of issues for we because people the technology is so high, it's so develop in a way that somebody can easily doctor something up, before the last man at the village, they understand, say this not fake. It will cause a lot of problem. I want to say thank you to you and all you group and wait and they go out all out for seek out some of the here and send out to we until we say this not fake and this not to true picture of waiting that person say. Because it's very, very important because like what did that guy be say? If if the people and get angry about certain groups and wait and they do some things and they say, okay, this not the left part, we self go retaliate, it cause problem, So we will deny at least say you exposed to some of them technology and you understand things, and we are not going to be part of the NTR for cause problem now we country, because we all they contribute, we basically talk something we go develop the country, and at the same time we go bring peace. We not want war in another country again. Please, me are the big to anyone way they try for inject information at the country in terms of development or key information. Make sure say na the correct thing way they do. Make sure say that from picture or video you don't verify, you don't make sure say it na the true thing the way you want post before you post that. And then the other thing, again, you be respond to that person, somebody be called, I think from Europe, we've been they talk about registration of phone, we've been they talk, say, oh, then they do that in America, then they do that in Europe. Well, me, I don't know much about Europe, but yeah, they need it one. Yeah, Alexei, the person said, Alexei na terrorists, we don't attack. For let them get information on them, thing, then they pass them go na court. Even the Russians, the way they attack, we pass them, they go na court. Then they call a Pfizer court. They go there, forget that approval before they begin look into people and from communication devices. So in no day, where would they talk then here? Because I know say this what they talk now, they broadcast na Sierra Leone. So let people and they can no more say some things there. Like say what they want to do na Sierra Leone, they happen now, we left them. I'm glad that 10 day you defute the whole thing. And in fact, now that example why because what you end up for display that example about that guy will be killed soldier man there from Saudi Arabia. Let Apple open that phone for let security then see. This man don't kill Americans. For let Apple open it. They don't agree. They're not doing. Pass the FBI and other groups then do it on their own. Hopefully, maybe now probably Apple employee, former employee that they don't get for what happened. They're not doing. So in as much as we want from protect people, things and insightful things the way people and say at the same time we know how Africa they work. Tomorrow then will take advantage of this whole thing. Then they look for people and wait and all that. Now so it get for happen. So like what everybody been they call and talk about that. Do you allow we continue for press on that? Because when in the beginning of first it looks smooth. It's so peaceful, it's so understanding, all man they say, oh yeah, not true. Let nobody not use this here for cause problem. But tomorrow not to so then we use her. So that's my own contribution for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who you call from, please?
Hey, this is Mike. I call from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike. You get a platform. What's your contribution, sir?
I just want to tell some people that Imran, where Imran sit on that? Where Imran sit on 98.1, where they lie. Imran na lie, man. Imran, then therefore no say, some people like no say, Imran na man where they lie. Everything that's don't go up. Rest don't go up. Fish don't go up. Plantas don't go up. Even pepper don't go up to almost 7,000 now. So when Imran is doing 98.1, the questioner and let them find out the truth. Imran and Lyman, people in the suffer in that country they. Now when you sit down, they enjoy government money. They know what the poor people and they go through that country they. Imran they lie, okay? All right. Now look at to Sandy. Sandy, he want to put everything go digital for this land business. Sandy is a very confused man. From what I get, he said anybody we don't buy land from 2018. Okay. But the people after that, they're not okay. So what you gonna do with the people where we don't buy land before 2018? What you gonna do with them paperwork? Then get for renew them paperwork again? Then people they never left for the play with people that like in another place there, People they don't pay, they don't spend their money, they don't do all their paperwork. Now when I don't call digital, but the people get for pay all over again, Then people they treat people they fine, man. They didn't treat people fine at all, man. Right now, even with this president in travel one, they say it's not a private visit, but now if you look at the report, what they put there, it sound like saying an official visit. We don't understand. Let them come out and explain to the people there. this administration need for communicate with the people in the country, you know. Not a communist country, this is the rule, you know. This is a democratic country, you know. The president come on, when I explain to the people and before all them fake news that begin come on now, though. You know, now the problem is when the fake news and come on now, they begin feel some type of way, like they don't understand. When I want to create the problem, let the fake news then come on. When the fake news come on, before the fake news even come on, when I come out, when the press secretary, when the posse where they talk, who's saying they? Why you know they come out and talk and tell the people waiting they go on, you know? The confusion is too much, man. They know they explain to the people, then they create all the problem they are, you know. The communication need to be good, man. They need to be communicate to the people in the right way, you know. Them people here, man, I don't understand, man. Let them do something for the poor people in our country. Everything they go up. Rice they go up, everything they go up. They can't distribute money. The people don't distribute the money, so they go down eat and don't sit down back, they wait again, you know. And then people, when they do, I'm not say they're ready for fix this country, you know. I hope say no more they listen. And we still wait, you know. President Bill, they wait for the hospital, we wait for the bridge where you say they can't build, we still wait for the NTR, we wait for the agriculture, when I say they improve on, we wait for the NTR, you know. And NTR we want to see, you know. Instead of all this craziness, we don't tire, man. We really don't tire. Yesterday they watch one video about Tanzania. I think I sent that to yourself. You know, if you see how them people they develop, you know, when they put the right people in the right place, people with the right mindset in the right place, and that way then they develop. But we say, when they put the wrong people in the wrong place, and then they will expect for them to improve, you know. The other day, they talk about maintenance culture as alone. I laugh first. I don't even call self or even say anything because the maintenance culture, you know, it not even exist as alone. They don't even know what is a maintenance culture. They don't even. Is this alone? The problem with Salone is we don't get the spare parts there. You know, we get spare parts. That way, they go able to deal with your maintenance. You know. Just like McKinney, when they get spare generator, if the other one broke, then go fix that generator and then deal with that situation. But they don't understand that one day. When you get spare, now the way you go able to deal with your maintenance culture. When they don't get nothing spare, nothing at all. All them what they buy so they spoil, they rotten as alone. They're not even able for fix one, you know. Let me own contribution. I know. I hope that people they figure out a way for improve that country because their way of thinking, you know, correct, man. The leader they put in power, especially that I forget what I want to say. No, let me own contribution. All right.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Oh, Triple A, me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you very much. This is now Umar from Los Angeles. First of all, before I go any further, I see something on social media today. I don't know if it's true or not, but I see women that decide if they not crew day today, they distribute school bag them and school item them to some picking them. Instead, now one of the people and when they come out for denounce speech aid, I would just want to say kudos to my brother. Thank you very much and keep going. Now that we all the fed for. Stop the speech hate. If you not like Salone, it's easy for you denounce yourself. Not bring problem to we again. The other thing I talk about now, Ibrahim and Imran. Then two, they get something we common. Something that's a common denominator. They all do now people will be the look up to because myself now one of the people will be don't run away. Now will be the NGC. Ibrahim now the NGC guy. Same thing with Imran. Ibrahim Lamau have been listening to, but this BN term, everything we been they come up with, like say if we don't politically side one thing, maybe don't tell all my friends them. As soon as I see that video, because not to the first studies, we see bad because some very bad things that go on in Cameroon between the French and the English speaking parts. Now the second on this now, where they don't perpetrate some video from Cameroon, they say that Sierra Leone happened. And I hope say Ibrahim did listen to we all, you know, nobody no immune to mistake. You know, that mistake, you need to apologize. You don't need for sticking chest beyond that. You need to apologize because what you do, so just like what the other caller them is saying, what about the people in Amabimakeni or put lock on themselves, so we go look for Usai Mended and they go chap them. It be for cause of chaos. You never do that. Then you want to call yourself a civilized human being. You never do that. The next thing we have to go to, now we president. People, first of all, let me ask. Now, Lebanon, are they Marabiogo?
According to the press release for State House, yes, sir.
Well, if this for say, now Lebanon, are they Marabiogo, to me, I want be the first person who say, this president is a very reckless president. Marabiogo is completely reckless. Because the problem is, they not even reach 2 weeks. We see the bombardments who have been done at Beirut. Now, Lebanon. So Lebanon not safe. I don't care how much Sierra Leone pour. No need nothing for them Marabiogo go to Lebanon at this particular time. And not even 2 weeks. We be the CNN, all the top news media them in this country. They bomb them, the threat will be in Lebanon. How can they kill people? Would they see you know the reason why we make President Obama go to Ghana? Why not be going to another? Because they finally say Ghana has been the most stable country, except in terms of security. Any country where the president had to go, in fact, they get secret service for sure. They must make sure that they know how. Now, with president, they need to go so no more. American president, they need to go so no more. Na Africa. Now, in terms of stability, if the place not secure, they need to go. Because even if they get flying helicopter and bombard plane, the way they follow them, because president and get anything and they since 9/11, where they follow them. They still, if it's not safe, they need to go. Lebanon not safe. I don't care how Lebanese don't turn the ownership of Sierra Leone. Lebanon not safe right now for making good. That to me, like completely, either against sickness where to go with the week, or now recklessness. Because it's a complete reckless. Lebanon not safe. The other thing, I talk about severe blinding. You know, people like can call this lady, no matter the way they want to call them, but the lady know what they talk about. They know what they talk about, and maybe even try to be the opposed SLPP. Now, one of the people at the end of the day, when we just can listen to, they know what they talk about, so people that just they forget their head around themselves and stop for the cause. The lady know what they talk about. Then now, let me go to the teacher then. Why people continue? I don't care if they catch 5 million teacher them, they not catch no politician. Wrong, now wrong. The teacher they need for stop. Teacher they damage the whole country. If them people don't know that. Even though politicians have to do them. Because when you inject spile and dishonest to a classroom picking them, then they grow up with that. Even at their own life in the future. So what did they do to the teacher? I absolutely support that. And if you left to me, now put them all now hope and truck, begin parade them from up down to table all the way to Congo Cross. They all must see them. I'm not the one sympathy for any teacher or headmaster would encourage spile for money in school. Then I'm saying, Mr. Timbo, I don't know, maybe no see this guy in the game back because that ministry they been just left open. For Momara, you put the guy down, if they just did say, na empty ministry, put nobody there. So maybe just get something, maybe just they tell me that my head say, they go get in that position there. Now, the last one, this is not the worst one. Civil society. Civil society now the worst human being that we will get in Sierra Leone. Then guy not get this country to heart. To name few of them, Thomas Conte, Mambo, Thomas Babadi, and that Joseph Sano guy. Then guy are the bad people. Now bad people. You see the way then guy they get their own political idea and the political group outside the whole. They not care about that country. They when that Mambo guy, then be the guy will be the talk about service delivery. Service dealing APC time. You need it to do it now. Service delivery. Now you don't even the guy. Maybe they don't get a job. You don't even get a Same thing with Thomas Conte. Thomas Conte not be the open mouth say anything regarding APC. Now, any Southside something and let us say a bad thing. Now, the first one will go there. Then guy not care about this country. They're all two. That Thomas Conte and that Mambo. Last but not the least, with First Lady. I don't know, man. Thank you when you self don't advise this lady. I don't know what to go on with this lady. Me not the do I like. I like her because of the things that win the champion. This rape business. and this rape and this child abuse. It really they do very, very good. But it need for keeping us clean, not to in at the president. In name not be there at the ballot box. In name not be there. If they act like say now and they run the country, it need for calm down. This lady need for calm down. Something that they go wrong with it, not they go right with this lady, man. He need for calm down. In a first lady, he need for behave like first lady. Just like the first lady they all they do their job. Then they do their job. But they never go crazy like this lady, they go crazy. I think they're the only one in Africa or even within the West African region where they go this crazy. If they do a good job, stay in that lane there. They don't become now like Mother being advisor and Mother being spokes lady. Now that's no more, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Omar. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who you call from, please.
Good evening, AAA. I'm Abdullah Bimara. I call from Paris.
Yes, Abdullah. What's your contribution, sir?
Me today, AAA. I want to talk about with business sector in salon, really, because with business sector, now you don't link over to you don't come inside politics business where it affect all over the country. I want to make a sense to a listener and let them get a sense over the topic. You know, Sierra Leone are the only country in the one whole world where we give access to foreigner for invest, not only investor, if they invest inside the country, they begin to trust the government. Now, with country, nobody, if you're in a Sierra Leone yourself, you get that access, you get that small money you want to invest in a salon. There are a lot of problems. You get a lot of problems, a lot of tension. If you not belong to one political party or one another, you know they get you access to what you want. And then people there, they don't can do business. Some of them don't begin to take even ambassadors because I travel about Benin. I travel go Benin. I travel Togo in 2017 where I go for my vacancy. At least I see. We embassy all we cancel all we embassy the way they did na the Banese man na the day. I was so shocked that even take 5,000 safer for ordinary that paper what they call safe for the West African paper where you not get your ID card, you know they get access to your ID card, they give you that paper inside the embassy in the day. So now this will show you say the country not they able move on if the people then the government not give the people the access to what they deserve in the country. We country don't go to where you see that kind of news they don't begin to come all Liban or so because now so it starts small. No country not in the one whole world where they begin access to a stranger take for past the limit. You know they go no country in the world. But na salon you see then kind thing they happen. We brothers and sisters the way they stay Lebanon today. If you go Lebanon today, the work what they do now for clean, for wash people their motor car, for take care of madam, now they give them access to. Even though they want put that in a small cigarette box, then government no they accept them. But we your government, now like you cut small change no more. You give them small thing no more. They don't give you access for make you do anything what you want at the country. What you make every day with the Allah wataki, no the up, wataki, the prices they rise. The prices they rise because of we the Sierra Leoneans. The prices they not rise because of the Lebanese man there, because they count the goods na the country do how they want. So the port self now they get up because that's why they say. People they already put the load on a salon, na Lebanese man there. We don't get access in anything. Now that country, let we start for realize this as a Sierra Leonean. Let we take we country. Because if we left ordinary stranger outside for can't take what we get, now we earn, now we go suffer. Why make we dey cry every day? Prices don't they ever go down because not to salon government they count market in a salon. Now that people here they count the market. When they don't count the market, it's now what they want, now they sell. What the government get for talk now, then tax the number that they pay. With people that only do the business what thing that they do. But all this depend really on the government. When you see all this bad news, don't begin to go so. They don't go say inside the bad newspaper saying so don't begin to happen to president. We be safe, we don't know even if not true or lie. If they not be careful, the access go take unlimited. Let them look into the matter, let them take care of the people. If they know they even do have the benefit of the doubt of the people, they let them do it for their own benefit because they're not Sierra Leonean. That's a million contribution, sir, for this night, really.
Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're live on air. Your name and side call from, please.
Yes, thank you so much, Tripoli. I usually just listen to your audio, but I'm a reference of the electricity. I mean, I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
You get the platform,
Yes. This electricity. Let me decide, because I have passion for picking them. I don't teach free-time public school for 5 years before I travel my US. So that's why they always there in passion for me. And I decide for bring that knowledge where I get Naya plus what I don't get in my country of origin. I say, okay, let me go with me picking them. So they support me full-fledged. I don't do school. I make a very standard school where I get professional electrician, where electrician are very well grounded. So I go buy a meter. They say that they buy the pole. I'm telling you truthfully, then put that pole there. Like how they want to plumb it, then 2 by 2 pole, then just tie the hanger.
Now which area is?
Now Putloko.
Okay.
When I send the picture, I say, what? This if when I turn any one when I turn one street here, the whole school they just blow up. This we get computer library where we don't set up. We get other amenities. We get hall where we don't set up so that picking they know they go family conference or get family issue. They know they go out for go rent a hall. Then go do it at the same compound. Then go put electric pole like this. What? That's where we get for go na store. As that old caller be say, if they want to do business, put all these things then together so that person go buy what he get. And what did they buy? Then they get. But how you go now school, all over, under the timing of 180 children, you put them in that school. Then go put pole there like that down there. I was so disappointed when they sent that video to me. I'm not pleased. So now this now in our country and come back to our country. Tripoli, our country, we all want to go there, we'll go do something. Because we just go help. Some of us will get philanthropy hearts will go do something good, go make a difference, a change. But then they discourage you so much that he can just keep back, he can't sit on suffer. And many people, one man called me in London, he want to go open pharmacy. He partner with the government. So the government, they hire the nurses then. Where they run the pharmacy. So he go supply the medicine. I'm telling the nurses, then they carry the medicine, go. The man in pharmacy, then they buy the medicine, the patient, then they buy it to the nurses. The man take again from the government. But all this now help, let people, you provide jobs. So the man did take again the thing from the government. He said, okay, let it run now. I'm telling you, but right now, I don't go back. Before this COVID, now you pack in bag, you go sit down for SAFO. This not the thing. You go there, but foreigner they can't, they bring, that's a slap in the face. Even that military hospital where the Indian they make, where they put the spokesman of the India, and he said it take them how many equivalent to $5,000 for make emergency hospital. Can you imagine? And we don't go to that hospital several times. I got a friend there with the doctor. I'm telling you, I go there for go ease myself. I hold myself. It was so bad off. That you can't even believe. Then they get all this billion from IMF. Simple hospital for the veteran. The government not able. That's so disappointing. All this money when they turn out thief, then they pay more. Because when they know so when they get the thief. But you know what? Karma is always bad. Again, God, they see everything, the evil way we country, the leaders, what they do, what they're supposed to do, justice, but they still they do corruption, and then it not going to benefit them. Unless this generation, God eliminates them all, then we begin them great grand picking where they can, then we will benefit for that country. But for now, as long as they lie on them, they under, that country not go team up straight. So now I make contribution. If they born me heart, something I can cry. Now my own secret con. I dey cry because I remember Sierra Leone, where I been to go school. I go school and Kenema. No, the country don't have enough, but I'm telling you, the school system was so good. We in the town again inside the village, we get 2 bank na Kenema, 12 miles from Kenema. We get 2 bank. We get electricity 24 hours. I'm telling you. But now it's not like that. Even at the big city safe, it's so pathetic. But we pray to God. Some of us will get God out. They pray. Let God eliminate them all. Let raise up a generation who will build that country. Will they pray? Now that's my contribution. But me, I can cry. I'm telling me, I have to bleed. Because I don't get nothing for spending me resources in here. I want to give to my own country, which I come out. Because the Bible says, we say, always remember where you come out. Even here and give citizenship, the judge they tell you, remember where you came from. Because when America bad, you can go back where you came from. So that's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Cora. Thank you, ma. Yes, Cora, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Good evening. My name is Martha. I call from Delaware.
Yes, Martha, you get the platform, ma.
Okay, my own contribution for this night. One, I got a question for the president and cabinet or press secretary, whoever can answer the question. The reason why if we travel privately to Lebanon at this time when a corona, we be say everybody is then in the country stay focused and try for treat the coronavirus. If you travel go to Lebanon for a good faith, if you go for go sympathize with them because of the exposure they get, or if you go for go advocate for we Salon citizens the way they suffer, then that make a little bit of sense. But still don't need for either and for make we know. But if they say go on a private trip, and if you end up for be say na medication or na treatment, you go sick, then it's a shame to Sierra Leone, because if you don't go seek medicine to other person or treatment, then you people in the salon, the medication or treatment when they get it, it's not good for you. What does that mean? That means it's not good for you people either. But if in a salon is sick, whatever the sickness is or whatever the problem is, and then take care of you, Sierra Leone will get up pride, say yes, we get good healthcare system. Even we own president, we take care of her. Also to the first lady. To the first lady, my advice to you is action speaks louder than voice. If you do anything good, people then go hear, people then go see. It better let you talk less, even though you say you don't go keep quiet. But it better for make you talk less, because most of we be like you, we don't feel discouraged at this time because you talk too much. So do the best you can and follow probably Michelle Obama always say, when they go low, we go high. Keep quiet, support your man at the background, do the best you can, than being out there. You make we feel like, say, maybe your husband is weak, he cannot do the job, or he cannot control you. So take it easy a little bit. Then, so the one the way they send insightful message or way they show images that we not represent Salon, we they beg you say, please do with a favor. If you like Salon, if there is nothing good or great you can do, then stand at the back and pray. It's better than bringing pictures or bringing words will go cause confusion and conflict. For now, you okay, because then a country like this way security day. And you don't know where to make security in this country, because the people in this country, they like the country and stand firm for them country there. May nothing not happen for protector. So if you then are a place where they sleep comfortable with people and then a salon, where they suffer, do them that favor. Keep quiet, sit down at your corner and pray, than for inciting violence. Because you go feel say now exciting. You say, oh, violence then at all, fed then at all. You go feel say na matter you do and I said people you do. But you know say na you self you do. Because that you party way again at all. That you family way again at all. You don't know how the singer for meter. And if it affect her, you begin cry or begin displace, you begin regret her. like waiting up na makeni when me the videos the way incite them people the middle night is let people come on. Now we the people that don't die now we all they suffer, we all they cry, so we don't lose Sierra Leone. So please do us that favor. If you don't know what to do, if you have nothing to give Sierra Leone, just be quiet and stay in your corner. Thank you. This is my own contribution for this night.
Thank you very much, Martha. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Yeah, my name is Tati call from Tennessee. How you doing today?
Good.
The first take, I want to make you open your book of history of information of whatsoever you have there. Because this why they tell you, for camp and pass. Even if I know they last again, we know they last again. SLPP and APC, one party there for sell Sierra Leone tomorrow. We be say, would they sit down, say within a land where the land belongs to strangers. Mark this word was telling today. Because the way the citizens they useless, not useless in means where they not get what. Citizens they don't they like puppet. Once they squeeze them before words come from their mouth, which is good sometimes, which is not good, some cases. But the president in travel one, you know, Lebanese now on a part of we. If something happen, they maybe go pay your respect. Maybe not for that you go there because of the trouble then. But for your opinion, this is not the right time because we need them. Because now we leader. You know, this is not the right time. But I did tell you this and I did tell you this, I did repeat this again, AAA. That country, that land they get for belongs to stranger tomorrow. Where you the Kanaya? I don't begin to talk this since 2008 or 9. What tell me sister in Pekin that say una papa don't die, una get for go lay egg na that police day. I say time get for una say within a village. Oh, but can people they know they go there. I said tomorrow na day. The color, the other color, no, they call the name, they get for can day, for can by day. 2007, 888 today. They get building, they won't hire them, come on, if in New York or Kentucky, they then come on, then get building, they when they don't begin they buy. Now, so Sierra Leone get for time. When they come on, God, if you get small building, they now that building they get for belongs to you. But then two parties there, then get one party get for sell Sierra Leone tomorrow. What we will get for be stranger in another country day. It can come small, little by little. Now this no more now get to this night. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Safi. If you say you have for sell salon, well, maybe that 10 day we're not in existence again. Until somebody will don't make joke, he put on an eBay for sale. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Oh, hello. Good evening, Triple Nani.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for this platform. It will give you the opportunity for we able for you the true facts about what they happen and give the opportunity for also explain certain things the way people they not fully understand. The reason that they call today now because of two things. First of all, this registration of mobile phones. This one are not things that for benefit any of we or any of the people who get the mobile phone them. Now for benefit a few group of people them for let them raise money for themselves. There are a few issues then concerning internet facilities then a salon we need for the address. Network facilities then. We then way they buy card for call salon before they remember the card don't. They know they try for it for see how we call them go be cheaper. They know they look at that. And you raise say na so go sit down back pay then can't pass this lawyer soup. So waiting maybe they suggest is like if any way they for make petition where people then go sign so that by the time we then go sit down at parliament and no say so many people they don't sign this petition concerning this thing here, own one for can put in place. That's my first point. Then the second one are concerning this ELSA, this electricity. Yeah. Who don't pay for meter them na 2 years. The meter they no come. At all. And I don't know the reason why meter they no dey. Now then they struggle for understand why the meter and they can certain time they know that when they say meter they know they 2 years they wait for meter. Then they say 20 meter then don't supply today na put local. 20 then don't supply na Kenema. But before you remember, you know they get. Any reason they AAA becoming don't understand.
Okay, this meter issue, most people will not get meter right now because meter day. I don't talk on air before. Most people will not get meter. Now then people will be don't pay EDSA when EDSA be in charge of meter. But as it is now, rumor get and say the person will be the supply get EDSA be owe the person. So the person say, no, it's good do. I know the supply give again. So the person in turn begin for sell in own meter. So then one day will be like, maybe you fall in that category there, where we don't collect the money. Else not get meter forgive them. So now they the problem they right now, but meter actually they but not then EDSA and. So anybody will be don't give so EDSA usually tell the people and say meter not the. But that's not the case. Then because the money that I know for me them pay this man where they count with meter. Another rumor get it around now say even this man EDSA try for sabotage, they don't go count other person back where they say that other person they meter fine. Inside this one grains alone.
Wow.
So if you send person now, then get there. I guess I think Abisha and the last time for me they ask who sign meter day. If you want to forget about that last one, you able to buy meter now. But if you say that money will be give EDSA and that meter day you want, that I get question mark for.
Salon.
Yes, we sweet beloved Mama Salon.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, ma. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Hello, this is Anthony. Anthony Saise, I call from Hong Kong.
Yes, Anthony, waiting na your own contribution.
Well, thank you very, very much for this program. I actually like them, just that sometimes I can miss them because of the time difference. But in a very good program, and I really appreciate the fact that they bring and come regularly for we, so that we separate outside we could be able for the contributor. So thank you very much. Actually, I don't really a lot of guys there because the time when we begin for listen to them, at the time where you don't already begin to accept calls them, and a lot of guys then they don't give their own contributions, then we're very, very good. Yeah, even though sometimes what I notice is that a lot of people then somehow just want let this existing or current government perform magic. Way to me, I feel say a little bit disingenuous because we know this common time where people the common expression where people they can use. They say Rome was not built in a day. If you want a sound hospital, the bio government not going to build any sound hospital. Even if the one where they come to power, then begin for lay the foundation and build that hospital, they're not going to finish them within 2 years. It's impossible. So if people that want all this current government responsible for most of the lackings of the country, is very disingenuous. You know, they at least need to give this government at least a term or maybe even 2 terms before they go even really begin see serious changes in that country. Yeah, but a few things that they were one touch on. We actually, where some other people then begin to talk about this man in visit to Lebanon. For me, I go criticize the current president because just like way some other callers them rightly mentioned for say in visit actually untimely. The reason being is that even though Lebanon now with friends, we go say Lebanese and our friends them, and yes, if things that happen at the Lebanon day, some man in the field says something the power go for go sympathize with them. Yes, it's very important. But the man also need for consider the fact for say even the developed world not really know yet with now the transmission capability of this virus on board an airline, because there's people that still live by this pandemic. So how you will go begin to expose the country for bring a crew na Lebanon where they say get this virus? You know, so that side they are really not agree with this trip. Irrespective of waiting the good for. Then the other thing again, some other guy that Miguel mentioned for say a lack of information. Yes, you want to make this trip. What not the reason why we make it feel say this trip here actually necessary? There is no information at all. They left the people in the dark. So this time my own criticisms for this government. To be honest, let's call a spade a spade. They're not able for actually inform the public really waiting to go on at the country. The prison incident, the Tumbo incident, even the McKinney stuff. There is no clear information for actually, address the public with to make the government take them kind of actions than they. So this time my own criticism, But in terms of travel, of course, the other guy I think been say president and not gonna country were unstable. No, that information is not correct, because we actually don't see say even Bush, Obama, Trump, they're all don't gonna Afghanistan, Iraq, Afghanistan, then places during war. Where they go unannounced, because these are they all know say now unsafe places. So they go to they don't inform the public in advance, but they don't go to them place then they, Yeah, so the selling of Sierra Leone, another person began for mention. This now something where me seriously afraid. Because I know say we will need a change of government, like this APC changing over to SLPP, because me feel say this alone, if Salon be still there under APC, they for us sell Salon by now. The reason being is that we all know say even people that have been the flag, Chinese flag, then na Freetown. Chinese them be almost one overrun way. And if we not been change government, believe me, they for us sell Salon by now. So yes, this now a very real thing we self-afraid, and we need to be very careful and caution with government them and make sure so they don't make this kind mistake they are. We go be very, very troublesome for all of us in the country. So yes, I don't want to go too long, but these are just my own contributions. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side the call from, please.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're on here, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Tribwe, good morning.
Good morning, I'm Alpha. What you get for it today?
Thank you so much. I want to appreciate your efforts. So we know we on the diaspora, the moment, thank God to Sierra Leone, although especially Freetown with the experience rain almost every day. Maybe they bury now. But alhamdulillah, no much destruction or courage. Now we start with the other one winner extra. Then at the electricity business, I think we'll be not talking about that one day before this time. We still get for repeat. Of course, I don't listen to various callers then. Of course, I can normally say 70% of una really get the empathy or sympathy for this nation. And honestly, if the other 30% way that they give bad hate messages them for this country, for let the country go behind, if they listen to una, believe me, the problem is there always people that they talk about will not follow experience in this country. But 30% of una, all of the problems for the past these 2 years where this government came into power now from diaspora. the killings of innocent people is really unacceptable, and we have not the tolerate that one day. But what are we for blame? The 30% of diasporas then where they say in hate speech for say we go do this, we go do that. So I think say if una as a diaspora again, if una able galvanize una self, una able get some educative meetings or messages to them, maybe they're not going to church, yeah. But as I say, as normally used to say, and things were a bit of destroyed for the past 10, 15 years or 11 years. You know, go expect them for like fixed within 2 years. That one day, not possible. Even if you get everything at your disposal, it's not go possible. Let alone now where you know get almost all things at your disposal. Pass you go big, pass the other country, sorry for you. You know, go able to fix things within just 2 years. Yeah. Now this country, my brother, triple A. As I said the other day, this country, Saloma, the thief himself. Saloma, now only Saloma, she say the thief himself. How? Then they thief the cable. Saloma, the thief the cable network, you know, for let the light not work. Because they don't want to let the light work. At the end of the day, this government, you know, get praise to people. And that one, then a mistake what people they do. Honestly, they listen, they call some callers then. Because when this country better, and I will get the praise. Well, not to one person you carry the praise, the battle. Now we all. They do that one day because they now want to let this current government succeed. And this current government, if you succeed, now we all don't succeed. But if you say you don't want to let succeed, that one day, God forbid, this current government get for succeed and they get for serve in time, we certainly must continue for supporter. We talk about the issue of president of visit Lebanon. Triple now, the only thing, the other phone we have to use and where they talk now, I see something like press release from State House. And I saw you say, after I talk to you or by tomorrow, I will send in this particular press release relating to President Bio a visit to Lebanon. Or what I could say,
I want to let you, but I want only under quick because the way they talk so from State House, it's in our website. We publish them. And
okay.
it be
all right.
they
Okay.
talk, what reach
all right.
Now I talk about this.
Okay.
I explain what in State
okay.
House tell we say the president go Lebanon on a private visit. We have it
very,
on our website,
very good.
Sir.
Very, very good. Well, at that night, I don't what, but the same phone they use, now the same phone a day. I think a president just do a private visit, yeah. And a president, we know, of course, now we leader, of course, at this point in time, a difficult situation, but it just do that private visit to Lebanon. But I just give small little bit stories about Lebanon. You know, me are just a little boy, you know, but we do recharge. I understand, say, from 1818, Lebanon not doing at these countries that they do business. They begin tight good relationship with Sierra Leone. And if I correctly, when you look at, although there's a problem there, almost all the governments or the governments parastatals and everybody be they resolved because of the problem. But the current speaker na Lebanon, when speaker Nabilai, na from Bo, really well connected with Bo. So, that relationship be done there, you know, one way or the other. Of course, at least in one color we say, almost we watch, I don't know if you use it. We look at the economic strength or doing business, majority way that they do business in this country now, Lebanese strength, you know, that strong relationship there. So, but now people are not going to expect this current government for can damage or destroy the relationship we do there more than 130 years. Yeah, all what we could say, I mean, the private and visit where His Excellency and the First Lady don't do. At the end of the day, let it be a good thing, good fruitful for Sierra Leone. As a developer, the same country would they say, President, they travel as in the travel way Corona day now. We don't begin to see the good impact of in travels and way they do outside this country. So, but we also talk about the first lady. We also we are hello now the network because they rain heavily here. I don't think first lady now somebody way it could just talk like I don't know if you like first lady, first lady not to just talk. And again, that's possible also to say, still the problems of this country currently, believe me, triple A, except to not go and talk the truth. But the 30% of the diaspora now they create the problem to win at this country. Because if somebody there outside this country and they humiliate, because when you humiliate one woman, believe me, according to my own Quran, we may know. When you humiliate one woman, that means you don't humiliate all the women in the world. When you humiliate one man, that means you don't humiliate all men in the world. But we don't see in this country, the way somebody did diaspora, way from the other part, it humiliate women them. It humiliate the interreligious council. It humiliate the civil society. It humiliate the security apparatus. The other person not the condemn man. The other part don't condemn at all. Of course, we don't in this country where the other party win at the SLPP. Somebody from their own wing. ASF said in some information away, fine. Now it's threatening to educate. We don't see the hierarchy of the SLPP. They condemn them, in fact, to the extent that is honor. But if you are there by all, they do some things in this country, it don't cause problem in Tumbo, it don't cause problem in Alunsa, it don't cause problem in Makeni. Come on. And we also know, say, Adebayo is connected with the APC. APC don't they condemn them. So what are you for blame? No, they condemn them. And I make me 70% of them are really get guarantee and I really love them. Because the information they say the advice system they give me some of it. I swear to God, this program, they really educate. They really educate me because every day while they listen, they learn new things. But let the other side then begin for condemn the act of them that some of them that as well. Jibril Bangurande and Adebayo. But now mama born we. If you know they think of that one day, 9 good months, mama they suffer. So the day 11 good months, mama they suffer. But they don't talk like Sierra just like a plastic. Mommy sister, if you na first lady, somebody they cost you, how you will feel like? So I don't think so whether first lady they talk no more like feel like. So about when I get for consciously some of the diaspora this country and I will get another one I get. Let's assume now. Let's set an example now. I come on the platform. Let's assume they accept now the fact say SLPP don't can rules in 10, 11, 15 years. They don't know now. Then the APC can. Then SLPP back say no. What you wanna be they do? We don't they allow. When I think say peaceful can this country. And I mean, say where then SLPP be the opposition, they don't be get the power, they don't be get the strength, they don't be get the ideology. But because they love the country, why they not apply the same thing? Now we develop this country. Where the late Kaba developed this country, not so we all the boast of. Where the outgoing president, where he do a little way, not so we all keep boast of. Why they not they give a chance to peace so that this government will able to project? But this government, if it makes us say and not succeed, if I not take time 2024, they go vote for a massively past 2018. Okay. So that's why they wanna get issues. Wanna get for really correct wanna issue first before ever wanna begin for talk so we wanna really get issue. But 70% of wanna at the appreciation is so much. It's so fine. Yeah. Thank you so much. I know do online because it's 2 months where I will able to tell when if I don't think it will happen at this level. But currently that the rain number with the experience so much. But I'm doing line at free time.
Thank you.
The country cool and calm. Thank you.
All right. Yes, caller, you're live on here in inside the call from, please.
Hello, AAA. How are you, sir? This is Dave Casey. Good evening to all, man. And my own first take now with this recent caller we just hang up. It's very unfortunate the way it addressed we waiting at the diaspora, the way it do so. This is clearly something where that a testament to probably how some of them they think about we. It don't mean say because Adebayo they do some of the stuff the way they do, that one they mean say anybody waiting at diaspora Who's how you get your 30%? Who's how you get all them percentage and the way they call? So these are the people where they set fire between the people that were their home base and the people that were there at diaspora. If we, the Sidona, we do the little or nothing for contribute, put with penny there, for love we see say we support China. Why are they by your your own way, how they practice your own democracy, therefore do it? All man within at the diaspora, or even 30%. Most of we not agree because we not like Mamikos. Most of we not raise up with Mamikos. But how can somebody just come like the media like this and say una diaspora, they wanna get issues? Very unfortunate. And as some of them things they make that country, they continue for the idea so. It makes some points them, but again, pointing at others without no tangible proofs is very, very unfortunate. But anyway, make I go to what really I want for comments about. I think I go through some information that the media when they say the president in travel, be include something like 45 delegates. Was that true to the best of your knowledge?
Not at all, sir. I don't see that one day.
Okay,
I just
see somewhere.
Family on the press release.
Okay, no problem. Based on the press release, guys. Based on the press release,
yes, from
I go just say I wish him well for the personal trip where he go for, but let God just protect and guide we own first gentleman, so that make it not be say this is a big mistake, because so far I know they see too many heads of state, too many presidents, and they go travel on personal visits, too much so. I don't know you can able for count them. Donald Trump will probably travel past all man, or the president then at the Western world, and then they see too much traveling, they go on. So waiting at really this reason, it go able for guarantee for say like we don't go so. Any of the people that we go with the security apparatus and everybody go be well protected, we then go come back. They not go come with something, we go can increase that in the back like I enough for increase them. All right, that is my own first point. The second point, now that thing about the rice investigation or anti-corruption, the way then they handle. I hope say they're able to forget their own books together as well, because it looks like we go call for let them investigate the anti-corruption too, because if how many thousands of bags of rice don't missing at the country, you go back, you hand over 800, like how you been just say per one per your introductions. What will happen to the rest of the rice if the man will be there, the head at the Department of Education there, you say you're not guilty of anything, and on top of that, you go can hold another cabinet position. So is it time for make we find a way for also investigate the anti-corruption commissioner? Because these are parts of the reasons why people in the field say that corruption investigations and they are all witch hunts. I mean, something that can be so clear. We don't need too much self for going dig. But then they turn around. From where they don't bring this anti-corruption, would that not the sitting government? Would that really of a strong SLPP member, they don't prosecute where they say this one is guilty and he pays so. So that is saying only the one that will be work for APC that they corrupt. Now true talk that one day. There are so many rumors that we don't go on with the Minister of Lands. There are so many rumors that we need to go on the back, kick them where certain ministers that they get. Anti-corruption go left that one day, instead go run after each other. I understand. Then go on for improve the education, that's alone. So that means they go put more eyes on the teachers there. But what sense will it make? For let you go follow, you go trace somebody when a principal where they will be saying in losses where they put, not even commensurate to one of them parliamentarians and they, or one of their ministers and they, waiting they go damage the country. These are part of the reasons why people and they say it is a witch hunt. Now my own contribution and they may God give them the wisdom for let them see say we in the diaspora, not we all they support Adebayo or some of utterances, not we all. And let them stop for they put and say, una we then at the diaspora, una get issues. Not so we against una. All na Sierra Leone and them. And percentages, when they use percentages, you get for don't get you statistics, who's how you do you study. You get the proof for say, yes, when you do this surveyor, this is how much percent. You know, we just grab promo and give a number. 30% of una get it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. They are my brother and Salon Day. Make we all try for unify and build that country there. And that is my contribution, AAA. And good night to all you all listeners.
All right, thank you very much. Dave, yes, thank you, sir. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Hey, AAA, and Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get the platform, sir.
Yes, I can late. I made a drive from Maryland for a funeral, but thank God I reached safely. People that can say they talk too much in this program, would continue to talk. We will talk to the government area to we. So many things don't go under the radar like a week. That's alone. With the false news of the president in travel, what? Some man don't talk Baku, some man don't say I escape, some man say that this, some man say that. But then free for realize that propaganda message, then false message, not the help that country there. Because if that other man they receive their message, they interpret it a different way. Okay? And I'm 1 point. Then number 2 point where I want to talk, we talk about so many things, especially with parliamentarian, the need for this work, the people that vote they need for the calls on ministry, let them ask them, what did they go on with the department, like where they don't begin, so now they be an SR and this other guy there. Let we know, not to the number one, there's so many departments where people they grumble about, say, not so that they do, not so that they do. So like where they don't begin to find out, they go behind, they dig out, forget information about this department there or some this ministry there. That's going to go to different ministry and find out, say, okay, what you want to do there, what you want to function. If not do the work, we'll on a day. We'll put other people that they were going to do the work. But good thing about parliament, for the parliament, then for the work on. Major key thing that they not to them or even the light. But that light issue, they're not too for them all over with now inside salon. Anybody will cry as I may say, will video the way we said. Some of who don't get picking and believe me, he thought they go to our country there. For some picking, they say very scared of common fly. An example, one of my last girl picking fly, self is scared of her. And I would say darkness, they don't himself. If light not there, they go inside it. So tell me, he told you, he said, go see our country, to go see Papa country, with all the excitement. Where you go, we get like net kind of place don't feel by forest, place dark. They're not going to cry, but believe me, they're not going to happy. Next time we tell them, let them follow you, say they're not going to follow you. Because we beg them for let them fix this thing and let we self proud. At least if they're not able to give you 24 hours, but let them give you 18 hours. You will manage that the first for now. Till they will complete that. So the other thing that we want to talk back, like other some fake news the way to go. We believe Sarah Network. And it's really not Sarah Network, we believe in that original and not just because you don't do your background, you don't investigate before they can put it out there. Then the government says, with a big day, let them call them. We say, I don't say one day we go well established in our country there by other radio station and anything there. But let they I don't know what this government what they're afraid for they can't talk to we. I know say you don't try so many times for the all of them. But some of the afraid for can not just few of them, not even few. I go just say now one, maybe that airport guy. No more, I think you don't ever get all of. Would I say you don't ever get off it? Maybe I might be wrong. You know, therefore they can't talk to some from like this president in travel one. Look, they just keep now they back they create them thing they out. They just silence no more. I don't say this before now this program. Where fake news come out, they say for you to go now there and counteract that thing there. They don't do them before. But why they not do this one now? So people that they say back, they say in any 100% rumor, there's 1% of truth inside it. So people they go believe if they just I don't say the Minister of Information Amara can talk too much. So I don't know why he just keeps silent no more now. But this travel one, you know. So as I say, I travel, I come for a funeral. I don't know if you know the guy in Albert Academy, we go past Maryland. But as I say, we thank God for the funeral. Probably I will return back tomorrow. That's all I got for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Hey, concern from Australia. How are you, pa?
Good. You get a platform, sir.
Thank you very much. I think this is my wife today, or General. This is General. This is General. Let me say no more somebody want to talk. This is not one specific poll today. The caller them all man get your opinion in life, and this all is about politics. We get for agree for disagree if we want to live as a peaceful nation. You know, we need to condone any incitement in any society. At the end of the day, I can always talk when somebody or people call for war or unrest or political instability, sometimes now your own person in life they end day. You can never tell. Just like when the rebel war began at Sierra Leone, the rebel get killed, rebel get it. At the end of the day, you go hardly see a family will not become impacted as a result of that war. Now these people they fail for their lives. Sometimes if you say the target where they hit, now you go for. Sometimes when war begin, it become random. You see people they go kill people because of land case. You see people they go kill people because of girlfriend business. When war comes, you the peace and one goal is achieved. All man gets different things the way they go into war for. You see some people they get family land, some man will go target a company, not a political case and again. So when we Leoneans if we don't sit down and look at what we go through the civil war. The civil war we can as Sierra Leone, they lost track of what thing they start with the war. At the end of the war, the war don't get aid, you not get in. What's not the aim and objective when they is for? A loss. So sometimes when people they call for war, in the future they start politically. But at the end, it end up differently how you know envision say the war they come. Because anybody they take for a different agenda. Somebody they take for go revenge against his stepmama. Somebody will go step against his brother. So people get for be careful. People get for be careful. No one know the way they born good became. If people feel say on sitting the government through the barrel of the gun like the solution as Sierra Leone, you'll be joking. At the end of the day, how many years will people say the rebel war for them? Pass over 10 years. How many thousands of people they lost their life? How many people they lost their property? So man died not because bullets kill them all. So say a whole livelihood be burned down, a house village done. I mean no for papa they die. Bullets not touch them. When they look at what they don't invest, all things goes down to ash. That burn ash, that pain, the age of the deposit, they never recover. When you go to start back work and build life and body. Beaucoup people are not to say a bullet kill them. Beaucoup people are Sierra Leone point ash and broadcast and kill them as a result of war. So waiting me there against people should be patient and wait for the ballot box for unseat any government, be it this government or future government in Sierra Leone. May we avoid as much as possible for spill the venom of war in that country. And let the benefits nobody. The one the way you go say go benefit to then sell the house and get for burnt down. The institutions get for burnt down. So everybody go suffer. The best way for unseat a government is the ballot box. That's it. Democracy. You look at Donald Trump. If you look at Donald Trump today, how he run America, Donald Trump is the most undemocratic president in the world today. If any president the way kill democracy, like Donald Trump, the mother of democracy, America. But what America they do? The patients now say they go to the ballot box and see if they go pull them or no go pull them. No, not going to war. If any country for call out for going to war, people are for call out for going to war. Now, America today, how many people they kill policemen? Broad daylight, they shoot black men. If any country call out for war, people are for call out for war, America should be the first. But no, because they believe say the best way for a president, somebody don't try all that way, the Senate and other things, they're not able to pull out. They don't try all the legal way for pull out, they're able to pull out. He win against them all. Now, the ballot box, he left now to the American people left, either for pull out or for left handed. That is how democracy works. You wait for the time of the ballot box, sell out your message, and win election and unseat a government. But this kind of people they say they work on this, you know, they born good picking. At the end of the day, Sierra Leoneans, they don't invest a lot in that country. Politicians, they don't invest a lot in that country. People in the diaspora don't invest a lot of that country. Anybody, any diaspora person they call last year for you wording at Sierra Leone. To me, money and this the triple A. Mark me word. Those people have no investment in that country. Zero investment. So man somebody says now not get. So it will be pleased for call for war because you don't get nothing for lose. You don't invest thousands of dollars in building a house. Or for develop people and for go to an institution for learn something. So let me try from restrain yourself and people and for wait for the ballot box and sell out the message. And I can always talk in politics, when they do propaganda, wait for the appropriate time in politics. We should not wait for the appropriate time. Sometimes when you overload your voters with too much propaganda, no one let it sink in. Now, the strategy of the Democrats in America, for example, waiting at the strategy, they wait for a bad time of Donald Trump, the pandemic, and the economy. Now, then two things they right now and they divide in America and character. Now, then five things they now the Democrats they pound on for unseat and for send that message that Donald Trump is unfit. It show divide. You're democratic. You not handle the pandemic. That is supposed to handle them. How many thousands of people left? So that is how you use your strategy in an now make even APC time. If that time can happen within the time of office, like the Ebola, the mudslide, all the things that they happen. Now, so that thing that they turn off the voters, they will make them go vote, they come neck to neck with SLPP. So that is how you wait for time when government they become the struggle for certain things. That is how you hold on to that propaganda or any kind of message you want to send for frustrate the people for vote against that leadership. That is how you do in democracy. But people they call for war, this. Some might not get banned, but this is not free. So it's not America for the past 150 years. So you get that for saying the bond salon, you don't get nothing for lose. Anybody will get investment as well, you're going to make salon going to war. All you can say is wait for the time for democracy and unseat the president. If you get we can't on at the ground and go help for campaign for unseat the president so you not like. Either be APC or APC, the best way for a country for strife is through democratic process by voting. But any call of war is very unrealistic and not benefit nobody. You burn down institutions, burn down the whole country, that benefit. You say that now no go to save money because people are get for travel, you get for the same money for them. Money way for protect is for save and make mortgage or for pay for better schooling or private schooling. You send now for people in Gambia, Salon, Guinea, Nigeria. How long we get for this and that? How many Salon brothers there will save money, save for the week and every time they support me in Guinea, Conakry, every coast. If people check the amount of money they don't send, now Western Union, they other financial institutions they send money, thousands of dollars, where they don't use them for building their own future. Because if we are recklessness to go create war, but people they struggle for survive overseas. Because their money they could have invested it in a mortgage. But they spend it in people for support across the world because of the civil war. We not go learn from that. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you very much, concerned citizen. Thank you, sir. Today me not get anything for blow mind. But here my alpha no be there hearing me. Because that's exactly where I be ready for us today. This in 1730 we can always talk about Naya. I come up to them. But again, this not the enjoyment of democracy. Everybody gets right to your opinion. Unless if you want for misinform, then I think see that opinion day. That opinion day na the issue. Make I read Bambi Kamara in message where he writes. He say in the Teladu to him brother and sister them inside right now. He want to tell thank you to all the panelists, the callers them, we in don't they listen to. He impress and he encourage. We all for make we continue, for make we educate ourselves. However, you want for sure we say, until we all, the citizens them, especially the one in the diaspora, formulate a method, a strategy for change the mindset and the culture of business in a salon. He say nothing no go change. The previous administration they get attitudinal change. I think Pakabasev be getting on before that slogan becomes Saloma get by that. But make you continue, make we read waiting it they say. He say if we not try to change the culture and the mindset of the Shalom brother them, nothing no go change. He say Usai some of we come on our village, we try for tie ourselves like a broom, unite our forces to invest and for start investments now pan waiting is a agriculture. You want to use agriculture as an example. Say for instance, he say we can create employment at that village then day and also in the big cities. He say most of we waiting at the US, for instance. He use America again as an example. No say in a private business, family business. And the pillar of American employment and economy. In Sierra Leone before, not to and sons them they say. You remember it when they say Tripoli and Sons Enterprise. Mr. Kamara and Sons Enterprise. Khalil Shaban and Sons Enterprise. What do you mean they put Sunday? But make we continue. I will say for making family business. He say, how much the government they spend for import rice and other food items them? The same thing say, now about $106 million. He say, if a cartel, people that will come together can collaborate with the government. We in the diaspora, we can create a competition. We go on the cartel rough. He say, inside the diaspora, we can able forget a fruitful bill. The diaspora, we don't send boku things them where they use for buy food items. You say, what if we farm and we employ youths then at the village? We go reduce the urge for importation of the items, agricultural items. You say, if Wataki corrupt, when people use Guinea as transit point for a certain period to align the attitude, then they go help for change the attitude within our Wataki. No, when you use Guinea, they want them back like Balamuya and they don't profit. Say no more the Wataki in a boy picking way in the gym in chest the big. But the one then Balamuya, then say then they eat their own. Because they are not exempted. You say, but good thing they for talk about, but until we stand for complain and discuss solutions, things will remain the same. Now we reduce the blame game and start for see, and act on solutions. Thank you all for your interest in the beloved Sierra Leone. Now and they come up from one brother, Bambi Kamara. Agriculture. That's true. Today, almost 5 hours would they do so. Good to do. Today now get the platform. We all talk, Tripoli, no get nothing for talk. Except I want to encourage you. Say Network Charity Foundation Day. The t-shirts then day. America $15. UK £15. And the other European countries them €15. Ask the one them we don't receive the t-shirt. Not so any kind banya fake it t-shirt too. Make you know, not to banya fake it t-shirt. A correct one. Say a network. You see how correct, and so they do correct things then. We got pillows, mug, water bottle, all that stuff, then pen, book. At least, just patronize. Or go begin display the pictures and just for all the one they don't buy. At the time you go and begin say, hey, try let you put in for your own t-shirt. It's for a good cause. The one they were in the group, now things then they on. So please. Would they expect the Ministry of Information to come out and say something? Yes, Gandobai, definitely they wait for you and you on the reach. Martha Aeronobi say yes, the t-shirts then great. The one they would receive and know how the t-shirts look like. We do quality. Franco Joseph say nice t-shirt. He say himself it fit him nicely. Contact me please if you want. If you not get it. See that video? A bit tall man. I may open the video now. Me own open it. Yes. Martha you no be say like him pillows and him mug. We'll pray for the best. Yeah? The weekend is here. We know say tomorrow they take off. The one then at the UK, then get bank holiday. What's a long one? And you now then at UK, and they invite me. I can crash. Yeah? But as Donald Trump can say, it is what it is. We will there back on Monday. Please. Do anything way possible for stay alive. Yeah? Anything possible, do a number for stay alive. Because after COVID, we must chill. We must chill after COVID. I said today, na writing, no talko. He left the talk, give mic. It's very life short, Just from nowhere, where is a Chadwick of Black Panther lost his life to cancer. Not knowing this young man was battling with cancer. But please make we take care of ourselves. Make we take care of ourselves. Make we do the right things them. Not make Salonion stress you. Not make Salonion stress you at all, at all. Today we don't talk of all them meat today. I'm not going to enjoy me in the Friday. Because the need for tell you, who's crab it man and they will be out then thing then day. You have a answer to me. Or then say we will send a sudden be here. But I don't begin get the invite. Ellen McDavis don't invite me. Pamela Jha don't invite me. Okay. So this time I spider and I don't get for Duamu. But we'll be here again on Monday. And we hope for the best. Yeah? That's all we hope for. The best. Because at the best no more, and go help we in a salon. We will be back on Monday. Till we meet again. Triple A, Tata.